Good day, my dear students from BSBA third year. So I'm here to discuss to all of you the investment basics, specifically the financial markets. So in this lesson, students must be able to define financial market, enumerate the different financial instruments and securities, list down the participants in the financial markets, and discuss the different functions being performed by financial market. So, in the first lesson that we've had, we already discussed financial investments. So, how does people earn money aside from doing their own business? Paano sila mag-i-invest, how they will grow their finances. But today, we will focus on the financial markets. And so, hindi siya financial investments. Okay. For definition of financial market, these are the places wherein financial assets are being traded. It facilitates the trading of financial instruments and financial securities. These instruments and securities can be in form of share of stocks, bonds, commercial paper, bills, debentures, checks, and the likes. Financial markets are known for their transparency, pricing, strict regulation, costs and fees, and clear guidelines. So, in easiest way that I could define financial market, it is the place wherein finances and assets were being sold. No, para siyang tindahan kung saan ang binibenta ay ari-arian. No, yun po yung financial markets. And financial market is regulated by a lot of agencies concerned with the regulation, pricing scheme of the assets being sold, the cost and fees attached with the stocks being sold by the investors or by the institutions na nagbebenta ng mga assets and the likes. So, aside from understanding why businesses had to sell some stocks, ang pinaka-importanting bagay na dapat nyo matutunan sa financial market ay isa to sa paraan kung paano nakakapag-reproduce ng capital ang mga institutions na nangangailangan ng additional fundings para sa operations ng kanilang business. Kaya sila nagbebenta ng ari-arian or shares in the term of business world. There are different functions of financial market. If I'm not mistaken, there are 4 functions of financial market. First is the price determination. So, demand and supply of an asset in a financial market help to determine the price. The supplier of funds are the investors, and the industries who need the fund represents the demand. So, it is easy for investors and for the industries to somehow navigate the pricing of the things that has been sold in the financial market. So, sa madaling salita, merong mga motivating factors ang mga investors para ma-persuade nila yung mga companies na magbenta ng ganitong klaseng assets in this certain price. For example, napapansin ng mga tao na mura ang stocks sa oil companies. Kuwari, petrol, o kaya Caltex, yan, sa mga big oil companies. Napapansin nila na bakit kaya ang mura ng bentahan ng stocks ngayon? Hypothetically speaking, pwede natin sabihin na ang benta ng 1 share or 1 stock is 1,000 pesos. Sabihin na lang natin ganun. So, kung meron kang excess 10,000 sa savings mo, pwede kang mag-invest at magkaroon ng 10 shares sa isang oil company. So, ang nakakapagdikta nun ay yung tao kasi po pwedeng dahil sa demand ng mga investors na bumili ng ganong klaseng shares, ang tendencies nun ay mas mag-offer pa ang mga oil companies ng maraming investment kasi technically they grew their capital and maraming tao yung na-attract na mag-invest kasi mura. So, parang sabi nga dito sa huling sentence, it is the interaction between these two and the other market forces that helps determine the price of instrument and securities. The investors gives the companies idea on how or how much they will sell their asset depending on the scheme of those investors who have already buy some assets from them. No, kung meron palaging bumibili sa kanila ng mga stocks sa halagang 1,000 piso sa isang share, pwede nilang gawing basis yun na, okay, magtinda pa tayo ng maraming shares na ang halaga ay 1,000 na kasi marami pa lang na-attract. Now, in that way, we determine the price already. Dahil tayo bilang investor ay nakaka-influence sa mga paraan or regulations na ginagawa ng companies on how they will sell their stocks or their shares. Next function is mobilization of savings. Sabi nga natin kanina, kapag pinag-uusapan natin yung financial market, ito po ay bilihan ng ari-arian. Para po siyang isang palengke na pwede kang bumili ng gold, pwede kang bumili ng shares, pwede kang bumili ng stocks, and so on. So, when it comes to mobilization of savings, sabi dito, financial market helps connect those with money to those who need money. It is easy to navigate. Madali siyang maniobrahin kasi sa financial market, they allow individuals to buy some stocks and they allow companies to sell some stocks. It is easy for industry and it is easy for investors to find each other. Mas madaling makokonek ang mga tao doon sa nangangailangan ng pera at doon sa mga may sobrang pera. So, yung mobilization of savings ay okay. Sabi nga dito, this way it helps the economy to optimize the utilization of funds. Umiikot kasi. Kung meron kang savings, gusto mong invest, merong isang lugar na pwede mong pagbilan ng investment. And that is called financial market. And the mobilization of savings is good because we connect those people who have money and those people who needs money. So, yun po yung second function. Third is ensures liquidity. Liquidity is an important factor of investor as taken into consideration before participating in trade. The financial market ensures that they can easily sell those assets and convert them into cash whenever they wanted to. Unlike po yung ibang mga klaseng investments, kung sakali man na kayo ay magbubukas ng negosyo, hindi ganun kadali magkaroon ng return of investment. Kung meron kang kapital na 1 milyon, at ang sales mo pa lang after 3 months ay 300,000, may 700,000 ka pang hahabulin para masabi mo na nabalik na yung ininvest mo. Pero sa financial market, it ensures liquidity. Kung nag-invest ka ng 10,000 pesos, kung kinabukasan kailangan mo na yung pera, pwede mong ibenta sa ganong presyo din yung shares na meron ka. Or more or less, pwedeng mabenta mo ng mas mababa or mas mataas. Depende sa needs and demands doon sa financial market. Diba sabi nga natin dun sa lesson 1, meron tayong dividends na nakukuha. Kapag sa financial market kayo pumasok, mas madaling maliliquidate yung pera comparing sa business. Nabanggit natin yan dun sa first lesson. Sabi nga dito, we can easily sell those assets and convert them into cash whenever we wanted to. Kasi kung hindi ka na interesado dun sa shares, pwede mong ibenta right away sa financial market. Unlike kung magne-negosyo ka, hindi ganun kadali mabawi yung kapital na ilalabas mo. Dahil yung return of investment ay paminsan, taon ang ginugulong. So, it is one of the functions of financial market. It ensures liquidity. Next is, it saves time and money. Sabi dito, financial market serves as a platform where buyers and sellers of financial assets find each other easily without exerting too much effort and time to transact. This system handles so many transactions to help them achieve economies of scale. Well, technically, it is easy for investors to have investment because in a snap, mag-search ka lang sa website, may extra kang pera, bumili ka ng shares sa isang kumpanya, may investment ka na. Hindi mo na kailangan masyadong mag-make effort unlike magne-negosyo ka. It will cost you time, it will cost you money, it will cost you hard work for you to be able to have sales kapag meron kang negosyo. Pero kung sa financial market mo ipapasok ang pera mo, it will save you time and it will save you money because it is easy to liquidate, it is easy to buy some assets and it is easy to convert your money, your assets into cash. And it will save time and money for those investors who are interested to have some financial investment. So once again, those four functions that financial market have is, first, the price determination. We as investors can influence the companies to dictate what are the pricing scheme that they can use. Second is mobilization of savings. It is easy for investors to connect to those companies who sells asset. Third is it ensures liquidity. It's easy to convert your investment into cash. And fourth is it saves time and money because financial market serves as a platform where buyers and sellers can exchange financial assets easily. So yun po yung apat na function ng financial market. The next thing that you should understand is financial investment. Though I've already discussed this thing on the first lesson, I will just add some description. Sabi ito, aside from selling them at a price higher than the acquisition cost, investors are anticipating to earn dividends for the stocks and other interest for the bonds and other debt instruments. Bukod daw sa gusto nating kumita, ay syempre ina-anticipate natin na mas may tubuin pa yung investment natin sa financial market, and that is financial investment. And there are lots of classification of financial market where investors can buy investments or where they can buy assets. No, una dyan is yung stock market and then bond market, commodities market, derivatives market, buyers, ayun, yung apat lang pala na yan. No, so, on the stock market, it is a market where shares of the company are listed and traded after their offer in initial public offering. So technically, there are lots of businesses, there are lots of companies who wanted to have additional capital. For example, si SM, they offer initial public offering, meaning to say, may mga fresh na mga stocks na binibenta sila sa financial market. Direct na ang SM ang nagbebenta sa mga investors ng kanilang assets. Kaya siya tinawag na initial public offering. Sabihin na natin na si Ma'am Shak ay willing mag-invest kay SM. Ako directly ang mag-check sa SM website kung meron silang available stocks na binibenta. Initial public offering yon kapag directly ang company ang nagbenta ng shares kay investor. And lagi niyo tatandaan, when we talk about stock market, it is owned by private institutions. Hindi po siya galing sa gobyerno. No, mga negosyo o negosyante na naghahanap ng additional fundings at sila mismo ay may-ari ng negosyo at hindi sila related sa government or kahit anong government agencies. Yun po yung stock market. Kapag pinag-uusapan naman natin yung bond market, this market allows companies and governments to raise money for investment. Pag bond market naman, usually ang nagbebenta ng assets dito ay government agencies and government itself. No, treasury bonds. Treasury bonds ay piece of paper na nagsasad na kayo ay partially may investment sa government and may dividend after a certain period of time. Na yung mga investment, or mga treasury bonds na binibili ng mga tao sa government ay ginagamit ng gobyerno para mag-fund ng infrastructure or mag-fund ng mga expenses sa mga kalsada, sa mga buildings. Yun yung reason kung bakit nag-o-offer sila ng treasury bonds. Kapalit nito, yung principal investment ng mga investor, syempre may tubo after a certain period of time. Syempre, kung titignan natin, iba ang regulations na or policies na ini-implement ng stock market, iba rin naman sa bond market dahil ang stock market merong sariling discretion ang mga companies kung paano sila magbebenta na dapat ay alinsunod sa regulations na ipinataw ng Philippine Stock Exchange. On the other hand, yung bond market naman, technically, Philippine Stock Exchange ang nagmamanage. Kasi government-owned yung mga investments na binibenta. So, yun yung difference ng dalawa. Stock market, privately owned. Bond market, government-owned. Sana po nagigets yung difference ng dalawa. Next is commodities market. Natural resources or commodities like corn, oil, meat, and gold are available for buy and sell in this market. There are some cases or there are some countries that offers financial market or financial investments through products. Like for example, sa Saudi, financial market for them ang oils or crude, ang gasolina. Hindi kasi siya basta-bastang nabebenta kasi sila ay nakakapag-produce dahil mayaman yung kanilang bansa sa crudo. No, kaya nag-a-attract sila ng investors na willing bumili ng gas or ang willing bumili ng crude or oil. Even yung gold. Siyempre, we can consider gold as financial investment. Kasi, anytime, we can liquidate the gold. Pwede natin isanla. Pwede natin ibenta. Diba? And for derivatives market naman, sabi dito, deals in the derivatives and contracts whose values is based on the underlying assets are being traded here. Derivatives market, those individuals who offer premiums. Nakuwari, yung mga insurances, financial investment din po yun. Kasi may kapalit yun. Hindi man natin agad nagagamit, still may kapalit yun. And we can classify insurance as stock market kasi hindi naman siya partially owned doon sa insurance company. But then again, nagbabayad tayo ng premium para may claims. And financial investment na maituturing ang insurance. So, insurances belong to derivatives market. Yan. In the participants in the financial market, there are buyers and sellers of securities. So, those are the major participant. No, dahil nga, syempre, sino nga bang magiging involved sa financial market? Yung mga tao na willing bumili ng securities at yung mga individuals or companies na willing magbenta ng securities. Next is financial intermediaries. Second major participant, bangko. Sabi dyan, banking financial intermediaries and non-banking intermediaries like insurance companies, housing finance companies, unit trust, and investment companies. Pwede ring stock exchange or Philippine Stock Exchange dahil sila ang nag-regulate ng 281 companies na naka-enlist sa kanila. Meaning to say, 281 companies po ang allowed magbenta ng stocks. Yun po ay privately owned. Listed securities, syempre, kung may Philippine Stock Exchange na may 281 companies na nakalista, sino yung 281 na yun? Sila yung eligible ng mga companies na magbenta ng stocks under Philippine Stock Exchange. Sila ay participants ng financial market. Brokers, those are individuals who are registered as member of the stock exchange through whom investors can transact business. Those are professional individuals who knows how to connect investors to companies and companies to investors. Mutual funds. Sabi dito, mutual fund is a vehicle for collective investment. It pools and manages the funds of the investors. And lastly is credit rating agencies. These agencies assign ratings primarily to debt securities. So once again, there are 7 participants in the financial market: buyers and sellers of securities, financial intermediaries, stock exchange, listed securities, brokers, mutual funds, and credit rating agencies. So, among all of those short or brief discussion that we have, this is the summary or abstraction of all. Yung pinaka-conclusion, the financial market plays a vital role in the country's economy. It helps the businesses raise enough money for their operation to continue or to expand, and at the same time, helps the people who have excess money to become an investor instead of a saver only. So, just always remember mga anak that financial investment is a good key on how our money will earn. And there are certain organizations, certain industries, certain companies who are eligible of selling stocks that you can invest with. And there are lots of participants, no, na po pwede nating i-consider na makakatulong sa atin kung paano tayo makakapag-invest ng tama at saan tayo mag-invest ng tama. At yun yung naging discussion natin. So, I hope you had understand, no, the context of this lesson. And if you do have questions, you can raise it to me via commenting on this YouTube video, or you can message me on my messenger or on our class GC. And thank you so much and have a nice day.